Hey guys, it's Sharon from Digital Nomad Quest. So I've completed 8 weeks of beginners improv and now I've moved on to intermediate improv class. The reason why I took it was that I was wanting to boost my confidence, my public speaking skills, my on-the-spot thinking. I'm actually quite introverted. Maybe you can't tell from these videos, but I get shy, I get anxious. I had pretty bad anxiety about a year or two ago. So I'm really doing all these challenges to help me boost my confidence and fight my fears, basically. Now I want to tell you guys about my takeaways from improv, because the reason why I'm still doing it is that I find that I'm gradually improving on little things. So maybe I go to a meeting at work, or I have to meet up with someone one-on-one who I've never met, and those things usually scare me like crazy, but now I've internalized in my head that I'm taking improv. That's even more scary. This can't be too bad. The more I do that, the better I am at just like coming at it with a more clear mind and more relaxed sort of mentality. It's not that I've beaten the fears completely, it's just that I can see my frameworks and mindset changing. So I think it's still valuable to stay doing improv and practicing improv. Now, specifics on what I've taken away. Number one, I learned that messing up isn't too big of a deal and you really shouldn't beat yourself up about it. In the first class, I messed up, and one of the exercises was when you mess up, you just kick out your feet, put your arms together, and go awooga. It's very stupid, but it made me feel like a lot more loose. It made me realize we're all a team, we're all in the same boat. We're not masters here, we're just trying to improve. So once I realized that, a lot of like walls broke down and I realized, who cares? Most people are focused on themselves. You think that people are making a big deal about your mistakes, but maybe they'll think about it, but they'll forget about it right away while you're stuck in the negative. A lot of people dwell on things that they messed up on, so it's very important to start learning to let that go, and improv really helps you with that mindset change. Another thing I learned was that, when I'm doing these types of exercises where we're playing and we're laughing, I become so much more present. I'm not on my phone, I'm not even thinking about it, and I realize, 2 hours pass by and I haven't even checked my phone, and I love that feeling. So when you're laughing, when you're playing and having fun, you're really present and in the moment. Number 3, a thing you constantly hear is the power of yes and. That's the theme of improv, right? So when you're building a scene, you want to bounce off this person's idea and just go yes and instead of like no but. So let me give you an example, right? So I'm gonna say a line maybe that can be a starter of an improv scene. Oh my god, Jessica, I just got a tattoo and I love it, but my mom is going to kill me. So when it comes to a yes and response, you're basically adding on to what she says. You're not rejecting the idea. You're going to give a line that supports what she said. So maybe I will say something like, ooh, girl, that happened to me too, but all you gotta do is put some concealer on it during family time and you are good. So that's an example of an improv scene that you just keep going and you add on to each other. It really teaches you about teamwork and communication. So a lot of times people just get along better when you're kind of going along it and supporting each other, having each other's backs. So in this video, Amy Poehler actually describes improv kind of like the military.
But you also said improvisation is like the military. You leave no man behind.
You remember the times when you're in battle and someone abandons you and you really never forgive them. If you're in a scene...
Is this like pushing you under the truck, or is it something else?
It's like bailing. It's like running away. It's like deserting. If you're in a scene that's not going well and you turn to your partner and you look at them and their eyes are like, wow,
where are we going?
Where are we going? You and me. Like, this is crazy, right? And you think, I love you forever. And if you turn around and you look at someone and they're gone, you think, oh, no, where'd you go?
I think one of the biggest takeaways for me is actually making choices. So when you're doing improv, you want to make a choice. You want to stick with it and just go with it, because if you're stuck in a limbo where you don't know what to choose, you're overanalyzing and trying to figure out the right response, you're going to be stuck on stage, silent, and it's just going to be awkward for everyone. It's better to make a choice and then everyone just plays off of that, right? So even if it doesn't hit, even if you're worried that no one's going to laugh at it, just say something. It's better than just standing there and saying nothing. And I see this a lot in life where, a lot of people don't make choices. So for example, if people are in bad relationships or relationships they're not fully satisfied with, a lot of people don't walk away because they're scared to be alone, they're scared to be without this person, versus they're also scared to make the commitment of being with this person long term. You have to make choices in life in order order to, have a fulfilling life, because you can't always be in a limbo hoping that it'll all work out. You always kind of have to make a choice. And to play off that, it also touches upon perfectionism. I kind of mentioned that earlier. It's okay to mess up, because when you're always trying to be perfect, you're never gonna get things done. If I'm trying to make YouTube videos, but I'm always trying to make it 100% perfect, and then I end up not releasing it, I'm just gonna grow at such a slower rate than everyone else. If you're actually posting consistent content, you're gonna learn from your mistakes, you're gonna get feedback, you're gonna see it, and then you're going to try to get better with future videos. And that's how you really grow. So in improv, you don't have to be perfect, you just do things and you get better. So those are my main takeaways, and ultimately as a whole, it's really improved my confidence, public speaking, on the spot thinking. I'm still a work in progress, but I can see my mindset shifting. So in these scary situations where I have to make a speech or I have to kind of meet someone new and talk to them, instead of freaking myself out, I tell myself, hey, I'm good at this. I'm gonna get better at this, and improv's really improving my skill set, so there's nothing to be afraid of. That's the biggest takeaway. The more you challenge yourself, the better you're gonna get at those things, the more fears you're going to conquer. If you like this video, please comment and let me know if you're actually taking improv or you've actually done improv, and let me know what you think. And make sure to like and share the video with your friends and family. Subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.